Hi everyone, my name is Gabby, and this is the story of my $30 million mistake. It's about how I traded a soulmate for a safety net and ended up homeless. For 15 years, my life with Carl was a masterclass in stability. He was a brilliant, grounded software architect, and I was a rising marketing director. We built a beautiful, quiet life together in the city. The mortgage was paid off, we had 2 reliable cars, and our vacations were predictable and comforting. Carl's love wasn't a fireworks show. It was the bedrock of my world, quiet, steady, and completely unconditional. But then, the economic landscape shifted. Carl's custom software firm took a huge hit, projects stalled, debt started to pile up, and suddenly, our stable world felt like it was teetering on the edge of a cliff. I'll never forget the night Carl looked at me, his usual strength replaced by raw exhaustion. He said, "Gabby, we have to start spending carefully. We're cutting all non-essentials. This isn't forever, but it's where we are right now." Hearing those words triggered an intense, visceral fear inside me. It wasn't a fear of him, but a fear of losing myself. I saw our comfortable life slipping away, and with it, my identity, my career pride, and the future security I had worked so hard for. I just couldn't face the thought of becoming the couple that failed. The shame was too much to bear. I told him I couldn't live like that. I wanted the old life back, the one we had before the money problem started. He pleaded with me, "Money isn't everything, Gabby. Love is enough. We'll make each other happy. We always have." But my emotional panic was a roaring storm, and it was so much louder than his rational, loving voice. So, I walked out. I chose my material future over our shared history. I walked straight into the waiting arms of Michael. Michael was everything Carl wasn't: loud, public, and perpetually wealthy. He was a 55-year-old angel investor, known for his flashy lifestyle and his power to make or break careers. He didn't offer me love, he offered me a transaction. Financial comfort, access to an exclusive world, and a life where the word budget simply didn't exist. I had to justify this move, mostly to myself. I told my sister, Kim, and my colleagues, Carl was weak. He couldn't handle the pressure. Michael is strong. I chose stability. I wore my new lifestyle, the penthouse views, the unlimited expense accounts, like a suit of armor. It protected me from the whispers that I was just a gold digger who had abandoned a good man the moment he needed me most. My pride in my choice was deafening, drowning out the guilt. But Michael's money came with a chilling emotional distance. He liked me, sure. He enjoyed my company. But one night, I worked up the courage to ask him, "Do you love me?" He just smiled, a light, almost dismissive smile, and said, "Love is a big word. Gabby, you're a good friend. Time will decide." A friend? He called me a friend, not the woman he loved. That word echoed in my mind for weeks. The moment of truth arrived when Michael's self-imposed 6-month timeline for commitment was up. I brought it up gently one evening, reminding him of his promise to consider a future together. He looked at me, but his face was cold, completely devoid of the warmth he reserved for his successful business deals. "I never promised you love, Gabby," he stated flatly. "I only said maybe, and now I've seen. I have no interest in marriage." I broke down. I started sobbing, telling him about the 15 years I had given up with Carl, the life I had thrown away for him. His response was the most crushing, brutal truth I have ever heard. He said, "Do not talk to me about betrayal. You betrayed Carl. You left a man who truly loved you. You came to me for money, and now you cry about betrayal. You are the betrayer, Gabby, not me." His logic, as cruel as it was undeniable. His rejection shattered the wall of pride I had built my new life on. The $30 million view from that penthouse meant absolutely nothing when I realized the life I was fighting for was just a high-end service agreement. He threw me out of his apartment that night, leaving me on the street with nothing but a small bag and the cold, dark reality of what I had done. I had traded enduring love for conditional wealth. I had left Carl, a man who cried because he lost me, for Michael, a man who used cold logic to discard me. My body and spirit just broke from the regret, the hunger, and the overwhelming loneliness. Weeks passed. I was ragged, starving, and completely broken. Finally, I found myself walking back to the humble, familiar home I had so arrogantly abandoned. I knocked on the door, and Carl opened it. He was thinner, and he looked older, but the moment he saw me, his eyes filled with tears. Tears for me. I fell to my knees, right there on the doorstep, begging him for forgiveness, admitting my blindness, my cruelty. and the devastating mistake I had made. He lifted me up. His voice was trembling, but it was steady. Love is not a deal, Gabby, he said. Love is not a business. Love is sacrifice. Love is patient. He pulled me into a hug, holding me close, and whispered, I never stopped loving you. My pain was deep, but my love was always deeper. In that moment, everything shifted. I moved beyond the fear of poverty, beyond the pride of appearance, beyond the transactional comfort Michael had offered. I finally saw the true, enduring value of commitment. The quiet, messy, beautiful reality of a life built on mutual respect and forgiveness was worth more than all the wealth in the city. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps someone out there. If you found value in this, please consider subscribing.